Picturesquely planted along the banks of the Cache-la-Poudre River, Our Lady of the Valley Parish announces the presence of Christ the King to northern Colorado. Where once thrived the lowly sugar beet, in one of the fastest growing parts of the Archdiocese of Denver, today, hearts come alive in Our Blessed Lady's company. Now, from the Rectory, here is the Windsor Catholic Report with Father Samuel Morehead.
This is Father Sam. Welcome back to the Rectory here at Our Lady of the Valley. It's good to be with you as we gather together for another Windsor Catholic Report. We've come now to ordinary time. I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you last week. I was fully intending to, but I was serving as a confirmation sponsor at a parish down in Denver. With all of those festivities, I could not get back to Windsor in time to record one of these Windsor Catholic Reports for you. But I'm back here this week. So as we've celebrated a first full week of ordinary time after the baptism of the Lord, now we come to the second week of it, and this is the Sunday that's at the beginning of that week. And so as we come together, here's what's on tap in the life of our parish. I want to make sure that you all know about a great new offering that I'm starting in the life of the parish for young adults, those who are perhaps post-college years and their early working years, those who are in 20s and their 30s. I've discovered that there's a need for us to dedicate some time and some energy to ministering to this important crowd. And so I'm beginning a whole series of events, but starting with pub trivia nights. I'll be writing the questions. It will be an opportunity for us to gather together as I present them. We'll have some spirited competition. Prizes are in the offing. So if you're a young person, or if you want to send a young person my way, you can bring a team, you can gather together as a team, and we'll have a lot of fun. It starts this Sunday evening in the parish hall from 7 to 9 p.m. We'll do it again in February, and then we'll announce some other fun activities for our young adults in the future months and going forward. So again, this is really targeting our 20 and our 30-year-olds and an opportunity to gather together and have some fun, and it starts this Sunday evening. Speaking of good things in the life of the parish, we're also offering right now our new semester's worth of small groups here at the parish. We have a lot of wonderful offerings. We're very blessed at Our Lady of the Valley to have so many different programs where people can get together of all ages to not only learn about their faith, but to grow in community as they do that. You can find more information about what we're offering this year in the bulletin on the flock note. If you have any questions, you can always contact Ryan Long, who oversees these small groups. And I would encourage you, if you want a place to go deeper in your faith and to share life with others, this is the place to go and to start. For our high school students, a great way to go deeper in their faith and come together in community is through the annual Steubenville of the Rockies Conference. This is hosted in partnership with the Archdiocese of Denver every year. It will be this year in July from the 19th to the 21st. Rumor has it it's Father Mike Schmitz who will be the main presenter here in Denver this year, and he's always quite the draw. If you are a high school student or if you know one who would like to participate in this very faith-formative event, please reach out to our Director of Youth Ministry, Ryan Ward, for more information on how to sign up. The sign-ups go quick, so this is the time of the year to do it. We have a wonderful adoration chapel here in the life of the parish, not quite perpetual, but many hours throughout the week. One of the requirements for us to run that well by the Archdiocese is that we always have to have at least 2 designated adorers present at all times for safety's sake. We do not have that at all hours right now, and so we're looking for about 11 persons who are interested in going deeper in their faith, committing to time with our Blessed Lord in the Holy Eucharist. And so if you can sign up for a holy hour of Eucharistic adoration throughout the week, please contact the parish office. You'll find more information also in the bulletin and the flock note about the times that are available and needed. Our Knights of Columbus are looking forward to their annual chili cook-off. I've heard it's quite the event, a spirited competition, and I've told I need to be there. I look forward to doing that. It'll be on the 31st of this month from 5:30 to 7 p.m., and I want to make sure that you all know you're invited to be there with me as well. Speaking of those Knights of Columbus, a word of deep and true gratitude to especially those knights who are in the woodchuck group. These are the men who, for many years, have done a lot of great woodwork to build sanctuary furniture for the life of our parish. Their work is exquisite. I asked them shortly after I arrived here to Windsor if they would consider making a new set of kneelers, 2 of them that would be triple the length of the normal kneelers we have in the church. They've done that, and they just got installed this week. You can see in the picture there next to me with those woodchucks who helped make them, and we installed them. So as I'm grateful to them for their work, now I want to tell you how to use them. You'll find them at the 2 centermost stations as you face down the mid-aisle towards the altar itself. As you approach to receive Holy Communion down that middle aisle, the main aisle of the church, you work from the outside in, and you can go right next to each other, nearly shoulder to shoulder, three at a time, just as you would in the pews, and just was the universal practice of the church during the era before the Second Vatican Council. Interestingly enough, Vatican II never asked for communion rails to be eliminated. And while this is not a communion rail properly, it's just an extended kneeler, it functions in much the same way. So working from the outside in, you kneel in each of the spots, and as one person receives Holy Communion and gets up, the next person in line immediately replaces them so that there's always about 3 persons at the kneeler. The priest is doing the main amount of moving, going from person to person to distribute Holy Communion at the kneeler, and you are just filling in afterwards. You don't have to kneel. You can continue to stand behind the kneeler if you want, but again, get in that position so we have about 3 persons at a time. This achieves 2 great goods simultaneously. 1, reverence in the reception of Holy Communion, such as I find so wonderfully here at Our Lady of the Valley, and 2, an expedited experience of distributing and receiving Holy Communion down the main center aisle, which, as we all know, can often be the most backed up of the communion lines. So I'm looking forward to the use of this. They're already in the church. They've been used all week at daily Mass, and we'll get them into use for the first time this weekend. I hope that you and yours have a wonderful week in front of you. I hope you take care of yourself. We'll pray for snow in the horizon, and may God bless you and keep you in all ways. Have a great week.